if you want a quick explanation, as well as some first impressions on Enotria, this new Italian-style Souls-like, then sit back and enjoy the next 3 to 4 minutes. First of all, it's worth mentioning that this demo isn't one of those where you get to run around a bit for 20 minutes and then get greeted by the wishlist now screen. This is an extensive demonstration of the game, offering about 5 to 6 hours of content, and it runs from May 22nd until June 30th. As you can see, you get a good taste of what the game has to offer, while at the same time being completely free to download. I am enjoying the game so far, especially its extensive character development and strong art direction, but there are some issues, and a couple of them need to be fixed until full release, or the reviews will definitely be sitting in the mixed, or even mostly negative section, despite the game's potential. The most serious one being the stuttering. Even on my 4090, I got constant stuttering. Shader compilation seems to have been completely neglected here, and whenever you enter a new area, it stutters pretty crazy. But even if you go through areas multiple times, then it's still not very smooth. It's a very disruptive experience, and if there's one genre where a constant stutter is absolutely not welcome, then it has to be Souls-like. The stutters aside, it does quickly become clear that this isn't just another run-of-the-mill Souls-like. There is a significant amount of character development, and so many new approaches to RPG and Souls-like mechanics. So much actually that there is a rather steep learning curve that especially casual players or players new to the genre may find overwhelming, but once you get the gist of it, you learn to enjoy these features. The attribute system is of course similar to most Souls games, and Memoria is the equivalent to Souls, which you need to level up your character. The game allows for flexible character builds. You can have up to 3 loadouts ready to go, and can swap between them on the fly. Yes, even in combat. You might have a loadout for heavy damage, another for speed, and a third for magic. The masks you find fundamentally change your gameplay. In the final game, there are 30 different masks, each with its own combat effects and perk slots. The core combat mechanics are solid, but some of the animations are seriously lacking. The hit detection can be especially problematic. It kinda reminds me of the original Lords of the Fallen from 2014. I'm not sure how much of this can be fixed until its release, but I reckon there won't be many improvements when it comes to the animations, as that would take a huge amount of resources and time. There is a large number of weapons, more than 120 for the actual release, but many of them have the same feeling and animations to them, so there's not as much variety here as that number might suggest. The impact sounds and general weapon sounds are not great either. I would really appreciate it if those could be improved to make them feel more satisfying. What I did like is the lines system. Lines are magical abilities. Think of them like special moves you can perform during fights. Most of the ones I used so far did feel meaty and impactful. You don't need mana or anything like that. You charge up your lines by dealing damage to enemies. This rewards an aggressive playstyle, especially in combination with the Unraveling system that the developers implemented here. When you keep up a chain of attacks, you build up this Unraveling status on your enemies. Once it's full, you can perform a riposte attack. Another thing I like here are the status effects. They aren't just there to make things harder for you. They can actually work in your favor if you know how to use them. They come with buffs and debuffs. For example, this is a special status that increases stamina regeneration and damage dealt, but reduces your defenses. Now the standout feature for me here is the art direction and also the graphical quality itself. When the game didn't stutter, it was an incredibly beautiful game to look at, and the fantastic art direction goes hand in hand with the level design that has creative use of space and plenty of secrets to discover. The game has a very good atmosphere and does a great job at immersing you into the Italian world. I don't even listen to Italian music, but when I entered the first major area, there was this song playing constantly that for some reason gave me nostalgic vibes. The game is free, so you lose nothing but time if you choose to check out this demo. I'd say it's worth giving it a shot, despite its performance issues and lackluster animations, because the good still outweighs the underwhelming here, in my opinion. The availability of such a big demo is a positive sign for me, so I am looking forward to the future of this game. Drop a like if this helped you out, and I'll see you next time.